1954. Parents are frightened. Senators are listening. Comic books, cheap, colorful, everywhere, stand accused of poisoning children. The industry does not wait for a law. It writes its own gag order. Myth: pre-code comics were innocent adventure strips. Not quite. Pulp crime, grim horror, and sensational covers sold copies for years. The panic did not invent violence. It weaponized what was already on the rack. Psychiatrist Frederick Wortham publishes Seduction of the Innocent, a bestseller linking comics to juvenile delinquency. His anecdotes are dramatic. Later scholars challenge his methods. In 1954, the narrative wins the room. April 1954. The Senate Juvenile Delinquency Subcommittee puts comics on trial in public. Publishers sit under hot lights. EC Comics editor Bill Gaines defends cover art, and the exchange goes viral before viral existed. Fearing government censorship, major publishers form the Comics Magazine Association of America. Their solution: a private code enforced by a seal on every cover. Break the rules, lose distribution. Compliance becomes survival. The Comics Code bans disrespect for authority, gruesome crime, vampires, werewolves, and suggestive posture. Good must triumph. Marriage is sacred. The list reads less like art direction, more like a moral checklist for an entire medium. EC Comics, home of Tales from the Crypt and crime suspense stories, cannot bend. Gaines shuts the horror and crime lines. Mad Magazine survives by becoming a magazine, not a comic. A creative engine goes dark. Artists redraw. Guns point away. Gore becomes shadows. Romance loses edge. Superheroes return brighter, safer, sillier. The medium narrows, not because readers demanded it, but because distributors demanded the seal. Censorship does not end appetite, it reroutes it. Underground comics flourish outside newsstand chains. Zap and others ignore the code entirely. The split between safe mainstream and raw fringe begins here. The seal loosens slowly. Horror returns in the 70s, mature labels in the 80s. Direct market shops reduce distributor chokehold. The code finally ends in 2011. 57 years of self-imposed rules. Panic plus private regulation can reshape culture faster than law. Artists lose genres overnight. Companies protect distribution, not creators. When an industry writes its own censorship, accountability hides behind a stamp. Next on Ink and Origin, the artist who drew Marvel's universe and fought to own his pages. Subscribe for comic history told clearly. This is Ink and Origin.